Oh well. Cheers, just chilling. Don't need it. So I'm going to try to do the Pomodoro thing. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm starting the clock right now. 25 minutes and counting. And we are going to share my screen. Maybe. There we go. Anywho. Ready? Yep. Sorry. Got double going on. I don't know how I feel about this elevation, and I don't know what is happening cutting into my roof there. I tend to choose white windows. I like the looks of black windows. Like my house has black windows, but the white is more cost effective. So why do neither of these windows have? I don't have an exterior casing. You know, it's supposed to. That is odd. Let's see. I will just delete them. I'll try this again. Those are both 7. I hope the music isn't too loud, but I don't like just sitting here completely silent by myself. It's kind of awkward. I tend to put windows, if they're not going to be molded together, I put them 6 inches apart. You can do just 3 inches, but 6 allows for you to have king studs that go all the way up, as well as you can fit 4 studs back to back in between. So structurally, if it's needed, there are 6 inches in between windows is nice. That's as far as I understand it. There we go. Oh God, they're really short though. So the living room I have it's 12 feet high here, and we're doing a flat roof system. So I'm trying to go for kind of that Santa Fe look. And these windows are sitting at 8 feet high, but these ones I'm putting at 9 feet high just because the scale of the room is so much bigger that I want to like bump it up there. So let me see. I don't normally do it this way, but we're gonna try side by siding it so that I can just go ahead and have things changing in real time for you. Okay. I'm also trying to. Can I go like? Yeah, there we go. You can see everything I'm changing while I'm changing it. I'm not trying to rename it. I'm trying to place it. There we go. Okay. I feel like with Pomodoro, I'm probably not supposed to like talk during it. I don't know. It's just I've seen other people swear by it. You can see that like normal height cabinets in here is kind of the scale of the room. It makes it not quite work. Oops. Don't want an interior casing at all. There we go. So these windows, I took off the casing. I'm also turning off the frames. So then they'll just be drywall wrapped into the corners. You can actually do casing, which looks really nice, but obviously it's just more expensive. So. I'm not loving this music, so I think I'm going to try to find a different one. Sorry, there's YouTube ad. We'll see if chill with me is more the vibe. Who knows? I'm going to kind of put a TV over here on, I'm going to call it the east wall. I don't know which direction this house actually faces, but I haven't seen a plat. Well, and it's more of like a concept, so. But just for easy orientation, I'm going to call it the east wall. And then I don't know what actual measurements of TVs are. I guess I could Google that. Yeah, let's see like what an 85 incher actually measures. The TVs are just getting bigger and bigger nowadays. Let's see. Let's look at this one. You can't see it, but dimensions. It says 74.88 by 46.13. That's close enough. So I'm going to move us over here because we're dealing with this over here. It just looks kind of underwhelming. I don't know how I feel about that. The living room is huge, which I think is nice, but what's really nice about this living room is that the main path of travel, you come in and then you're in the kitchen and you can walk around this island. But then you enter the living. I know I have this chair sitting right here right now, but I can put something else over here. But you don't have any like external doors or anything of that nature. So you don't need like a path of main travel through it. That all goes behind here. You can come back to the dining area and then back into the master and sorry, the owner's suite. I never really know what to call them nowadays. Let's see. A little spastic today, but trying to choose a stool that I like. I don't know if that's really the vibe. I like it though. It's a cool looking stool. So I will put it in there. This music's kind of the same as the last one. I don't really like it. I wanted something more like folksy, like guitar. You know what I mean? Let's go back, see if I can. Yep, there's that again. I'm gonna try waves. Is that music or are we just gonna listen to waves? I'm not doing great at this Pomodoro thing so far. I already got distracted and I'm still supposed to have 13 more minutes. So. Oops. Okay, that's not. Oh, I had it muted. My bad. That's pretty funny. I guess it's all electronic. All right, so I'm gonna come back to the front elevation here. It needs something, you know? I'm gonna put like a little flat, I'm gonna try to put like a flat roof plane there. So in order to do that, I like to go into elevations and I'm just gonna build something manually. So just make a rectangle and I need to make it a 3D solid. I'll say its depth is like 24. And then, so now you see it here in the 3D. And I think it's all the way pushed back there. Let's see where the top of it is. Right, infinite, or the bottom. The bottom's, I'm gonna put it at 9 feet high. And I want this little ridge to also match that. So I currently have that shown as a room divider. And I'm gonna change that to a doorway. It's gonna look kind of weird. Just for a minute, just bear with me. So I turn off all casings. It says there's a jam. I don't want a jam. It's not letting me change that. But anyway, I'm gonna make it 8 feet high. And we're going to, I'm just gonna copy it for a second. I'm gonna drag this whole wall all the way across. And drag it all the way open here. See, it has a jam and I don't. Oh, it wasn't letting me put a jam before because it was in a room divider, so there was no structure for it, and it knew that. I was like, what do you want me to do here? So now that is the same height. I don't know why that's not lining up. So if I turn on the reference layer, I go up a level. That's why. It's saying it's an interior wall. It is not. It is a, whoops, siding for. It's not actually using siding, I'm using stucco, but fine. So I kind of want to make this like 30 wide. Come out more. Oops. If I go down, you can see here, this is it in 2D. It's okay. All right, let's see if I can find a chain of some sort. Chain link fences. Eesh. Really? Just want a chain, just like one singular chain, but all there is chain link fences. Let's see, what about a cable? None of that is what I want. I guess I'll just have to manually do it again. So I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to come over to this elevation. I haven't built the foundation, so it's kind of wonky looking right now. I want something that like comes up to here and then connects down here. Turn off angle snaps because it's not liking me. There you go. I'm going to try to go back up. Somewhere-ish. There's probably like more efficient ways of doing this. It's what it is. Depth, I'm only going to go like half an inch. You should see it populate. Did it not populate? Oh, see, I put it all the way over here. You just never know. So, I'm going to grab it, which is right here. We're going to drag it all the way over here. There we go. So now it's actually there. This is showing as concrete right now, which is just really kind of throwing me off. So we're just going to make it dark. And I guess I'll just make this. Actually, we're going to go a steel color, brushed stainless steel. And then if I go back to the elevation, it's showing it like that. And it's kind of seeming like, oops, I don't know what I just did. It's kind of seeming like half an inch is really not deep enough, so we're going to go 0.75. A little bit more beefy looking. I'm going to drag it. Ugh. Oops, too far. Ah, I'm floating. Nope, I went too far. I got excited. I pushed too many buttons. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to go back to the 2D, and you can see it here. And I'm going to replicate it across here. And I just want it to be evenly distributed. And I think I want 3 of them total. And so I'm just going to drag it over here. See, and that's putting 3 copies, but I wanted 3 total. So I'll do it. I'll see what it looks like. I didn't like it. So we're going to do it again. And we're going to make 2 copies. Drag it over, kind of match, pretty much to the door there. I don't know how I feel about it. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, I want the front elevation that I had, which I deleted, so I'm gonna open another one up. I've got some gross dimensions there to fix. I do not like gross dimensions, so let's see what happens. I want to put a little plate that it's attaching to right here. So I'm just gonna do a square. And we're going to be solid again. I'll leave it an inch, that's fine. And of course it is currently I don't know what blued steel is, but sounds so fancy. Okay, I'm gonna copy it and paste it over here. And I always like to make sure that it's centered. Oops, that did not center. That's centered on something else. I want to center it on here. So I have to like really get in there. There we go. Get back out. And we will paste another one. And we're going to center it height-wise. And then we are centering it. You can do it. It's not really letting me. I'm just going to put it there. And I'll lift it over a skosh. So let's do like 4.5 here. Okay. So it has plate. See what this? It's so bizarre. I don't know what it's doing there. Not really a fan. Oh, minute and 45 before I'm supposed to take a break. So keep going. I'm going to make some of those like little paver paths instead of it being like full concrete because I can. So I like to do a little slab and then I'll put like gravel around it. I really like how that looks. I'm gonna go 5, 6. Okay. So that's just 6 inches bigger than this, and then I'm centering it there. Doesn't look like much now, but then I'm going to paste another one here. We're gonna just make you 6 inches, 2 feet. And I can just copy and replicate like I did before. So let's say I'm gonna go 4 copies. Actually, no, I'm not gonna evenly. I'm gonna go this general offset, and it's currently doing 4 inches offset. I'm just gonna go 6. Okay, see that did by so that did by center line, not regular. So what we're gonna do go back in to where we just were, and that's actually 2.6 because it's doing it on center. There we go. Now puts it 6 inches apart. And it's just one of those fun little. And this one I'm gonna make 4 feet wide. Oh, I'm supposed to pause. See, I'm not good at this Pomodoro thing. I don't know how some people do it because I just keep working. It's fine. So 5'6" by 5'6". I'm making it a little square. And then we're gonna go 6 inches away here. Make the whole thing 24. As we zoom out, we're making a path. Also gonna make a slab. I can do a driveway if I go into, I can do it this way, but the driveways tend to be more like asphalt instead of concrete. Oh, I have to make a terrain first. Oh. We'll just create a terrain perimeter. A little bit small. I like to get Gigantor. So it's kind of just going off into the distance, you know, kind of floating. It's like when you build one of those sim houses that, like, from the original Sims. I don't know if anyone else played that, but it's the most basic looking thing. There's a road. Sweet. I'm gonna put a single road. That looks kind of funny. We're gonna undo that. I don't like it. It's just a regular little street. And I'm gonna move you to be further away. Because if I go from here to the front, you're seeing it's 23 foot 11 and 7/16, which is a really gross number. I hate if I can. I don't like to go any smaller than a 1/4 inch, really, if I can. Obviously, when you're dealing with like real life, that's not really possible. But a driveway, I like to be about 30 feet. So we're gonna do that. See, straight driveway, if I try to do this, I think it's gonna do it. Oops. Oh no, it did do it in concrete. Okay, cool. We'll do it. If I have a topographic map, I can convert, and then so there could be rolling hills, and it's not just this flat, boring The Sims thing. Let's see. Okay. So, just trying to get a feel for what this all looks like, because it's not. Oh, I didn't even do a short break. I'm gonna try starting Pomodoro again. It's not really working, but I'll actually take a Pomodoro break. Ugh, just got this chair. I'm also on a standing desk, and sometimes I prefer to stand. Just right now I'm not. And my helper is not here. She's taking a nap upstairs, I guess. Okay. Back to whatever I was thinking. So for the garage, I'm actually going to build the foundation really quick. So I'm gonna go back to my normal building tools. This whole house is gonna be a slab. So there's a slab at the top of the stem wall. And we'll have the stem wall, garage floor to stem wall top. That's a little excessive. So we're gonna make it like 6. And then stem walls, it's kind of an odd. That's a 3-foot stem wall. So I personally live in a very cold environment. So my house, I would need 3-foot stem walls, but that's for frost depth. And actually, it's not just my stem. My stem can just be 24, but my footing has to be 12. So total, it's 36. This is going in New Mexico, so I don't really need to do it quite as much. So I'm just going to do a 2-foot stem wall. So including the sill plate, we're going to go 25.5. Okay, see how well it is. Okay. All right. So the terrain, for some reason, is really, it's 20 inches below the subfloor, which is very, very strange. I'm just going to go 4 inches above. Let's see what that is. That's a little bit more normal. And then this front door still has a threshold, has a sill. I'm not. Oh, because I didn't uncheck it. You gotta pay attention to this. I do anyway. I'm actually gonna make the garage just a little bit shorter. It's like a 6-inch step down from the house, because it's gonna have to slope that whole 21 feet. And so up here where the door is, it'll be, I have trouble. I don't even know if I can make a floor slant. I've never done it. I always just label that it needs to be slanted because it's very gradual. It's just enough that like water will run out of your garage. But I don't know, I'll leave that. And then this door, floor to bottom is 0, but the floor of that room, remember, you made -6. So I'm not sure why this all didn't step down. Let's go down and see what this room has to say. So the auto, see, it's showing the floor is right, but it's putting the door at -6. It's just interesting. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it alone for the moment. It's too much. Sometimes it's just not worth thinking about. So this is fully enclosed. I am going to make a suggestion change with this floor plan. So this is pretty deep, and there's no like outside light in this hallway. I don't like that. I want as much light as possible in something, and I don't know why we're staring at the toilet. That was an accident, sorry. But so I'm going to suggest, oh, also, okay, so I came into this room and you see how this is, it's showing that wall as the default material. Gross. Simple as that. Just got rid of it. Made it different. So I'm gonna put a window right here. I just think it needs one. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal one of these. I'm gonna do it as a single hum. You know, maybe you want a little bit of light coming in there. I'm only gonna go 2 wide. I don't need it for egress or anything. And then I'm gonna make it a white window again. I don't know how that one ended up. Oh my gosh, there's way too many white options. Let's do deco white. Oh no, that's tile. White linen. Let's look. White ice. We'll do white ice. We will not do white ice, apparently. Oh, there we go. I thought I was working over here. Okay. Oh, my foot's going to sleep. So I put a window right there. I personally like that better. Instead of being 6 high though, I'm only going to put it 5 high so that there's 36 inches underneath. And the reason, well, no, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to make a little cubby sitting shelf for right here. So I like to do that out of cabinets. So height, I'm going to just make it 2 feet high. Still a little high actually. And then I just delete all of that. So it's just an open cubby. And then I'm going to copy and paste it here. It seems a little bit big, so I'm going to shrink it down to 15. Or we're going to go 18 and 18. So that the whole thing is 3 feet wide. Like that. You can sort of see it through this window right here. But I'm going to just show you what it looks like from the inside here. You got a little, I'm going to make each of these 20 high instead of 24 actually. 20. And then just some random little hooks that it's kind of like, oh, you can drop your stuff here. So I have trouble for some reason in the program with some pillows. I cannot for the life of me figure out why. Like the bonus catalog pillows, it's not having it. I want to rotate it. I don't know which axis I want. I'm just gonna leave it there for a second. That's fine. And I like to show that there's like, well, there's bathrobes. I don't want a hanging bathrobe or an apron. It really makes sense right inside your front door. But we'll do a hanging purse. You know? This current, I'll just center it there, make it appear like it's hanging on the hook. And then I'm gonna just make the top of that as like butcher block. Like those ones you can go get at Home Depot. Maybe not walnut. I dig that. So then, if we're going back to the floor plan here, kind of have a drop area. It's not in the direct entryway, but it's still there. And then I like that there's a little window, so that hallway area is getting some natural light. Now this doorway is only 8 feet high. I want it to be 9. Because the ceiling in there I made 12. And we're 10-foot ceilings, so we can get away with, on the shorter areas, we can have 9-foot doors. And then, let's see, 1356 till Pomodoro. I'm going to put a hanging light there in that front covered entryway. I'm gonna go just this pendant because I like it. I tend to use it a lot. It's a nice kind of neutral pendant. I feel like it's not too modern, it's not too classic. And also, if you're out here, because I made this doorway a lot taller, I think it's a 10, it is 10 feet. We could even make it like 11, but I think 10 is nice. And then I'm just going to put like a decal of some sort right here. And then like this wall is very dead as well. Maybe a trellis that you can put some plants up would be nice. I don't know. It just feels a little, because there's a bathroom right there, so there's not a lot we can do. We could put a window here. It would need to be frosted. I already added one in the shower area. Let's just see what it looks like. I mean, obviously that is way too big. I'm thinking like a 4 feet high. It just, I don't like it. You know, if someone's walking up to your front door, even if it's frosted, it's just a little uncomfy that like you're in the bathroom and okay. So anyways, but we lost a linen closet when I did that. So I am going to steal out of this closet. I like even numbers. I'm fine with increments of 5, but I really prefer even numbers. So, these 9, 3. We still have enough down here for trim, so we're good. And then linens don't need to be nearly as deep. So this one's 1, 3. Interior of a linen. So I'm gonna go interior dimension. I like about an 18. You can get by with like only a 12. Because I mean, really, when you think about it, your folded towels, you can get in that space, but I don't love it. I would prefer that it's 18 inches. Just a little bit more space. You don't really need a full 24 because, like, I don't know if you've ever had really large pantry shelves, or even if were dealing with your closet or not your closet, like your cabinets in your kitchen. Sometimes if you're dealing with it is 24 deep, you just lose crap in the back. Forget you have it. It's not. Okay, so I swapped and put a linen there. This still has space for hanging. I like to center that and then show that there is space for shelving on both sides. It's a really tight closet. It just is. And I'm actually going to flop, oops, wrong one. I'm going to flop the swing of the door so that when you're standing there, you don't have to like look behind the door or whatever. And we're just going to go to, that's a little bit, just a smidge too far. We're just going to back it up across the top. Just a skosh. I didn't need to open it. I can show it as fully rendered. You don't have to. I also personally, I love the PAX units from IKEA. We don't have an IKEA here, but I will travel to an IKEA. It is worth it. And so I actually dimension wise built the 1929 to 39s here, but that's the full PAX units. But you can see that like a 29, if you get one of it's only like 13 inches in depth. I get one of those and I go. I'll show that it. Oops, show you how it can fit right there. So you could have the full PAX units, which is nice. I'm just gonna place those there. So it's not a big closet, but that's okay. It's not that much smaller than this closet, really. So my puppy is barking at something. Okay, so coming back to staring at it. Let's go back to the elevation. I don't know what I want. Maybe we're gonna do what I always just love to do, and that is we're going on Pinterest. And we're gonna see what they would do. So like some of that's so pretty. Sorry, you can't see it. I looked in, but okay. Looking through Pinterest here. I think what I'm gonna do is add some of those like wood corbel type accents. And to do that, I'm just gonna build it again. So I'm gonna go back to this front elevation. We're gonna come over here and look at this side. And I'm gonna go with a square right here. And I'm thinking like a 6x6. Nothing like, oh, it's already 5.5. I have 5.5. I don't know how I did that. Don't ask me. Guess it was just magic. Ooh. Okay, so depth, I'm gonna go like 24 because that hole is 24, so I'm gonna make it 36. Okay, and then I'm gonna copy one, and I'm gonna paste it, and I'm gonna center it on this window. I'm gonna paste another one, and we're just gonna put it right there in the other corner. So you can see over here what that looks like. Oh God. Okay, so I have to go back to the floor plan because the other two are sticking out, but for some reason, I mean the other one's sticking out, but for some reason these two are not. And I don't know. I think a full 12 inches out there is a little excessive, so we're gonna pull that back. I think we're just gonna make it like we'll try just 6 inches first. Not bad. All right, let's see. I don't know what this is, but let's try it. It's kind of rendering to look like wood. So it's working in a way. All right, I'm going back to inspiration. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't want to say that I do, but I'm also not obsessed. So I want like modern Pueblo a little. I wonder if that's a thing. Is that a thing? Oh, according to Pinterest, it is in fact a thing. I guess that has more organic lines than I want. I love the organic lines on the interior, but I don't know. I'll stare at it. See, like this is a little too old school looking, and then that guy was very modern. So it just doesn't. I don't really jive. I'm gonna drop that whole thing. Oh, that did not work. No, 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 no. Wait a second. I don't hate that idea. Hold on. So I'm gonna open this room. I'm gonna make you mess this one up. It's supposed to be in 1/8. 109 and 1/8. Not 1/2. A minute and 16 seconds left in this Pomodoro. 109 and 1/8. I like that. I like that it. Okay. I actually kind of like these little things sticking out. But maybe not there. You know? Hmm. We have a foot right there. I don't love that. Okay. Taking a pause for 5 minutes. Hold on. How do I mute? And I'm back. Oh, I'm still supposed to break for another 2.5 minutes. How do people do this? How do you do this? Do you enjoy that? Friday, Friday, Friday. Oh. Hi, Miriam. Yes, I am. So good to see you. Well, I don't see you, but you get my point. I'm trying to do Pomodoro, which apparently you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And I don't love it. I miss you too. 46 more seconds of a break, and then I go back to work. Miriam, you're on YouTube too, right? Not just TikTok? I work from start to finish too. Oops. I haven't been active. And I'm like, wow. I don't remember. I think I follow you too. What is your handle again? Oh, there's something. Miriam Marks. She makes the art. She's the bestest arts. No, seriously, she makes any artistic talent that I have look like a joke. Total joke. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the front elevation because I'm just loving it. Artsy fartsy. I never hear someone say artsy fartsy. I love it. That's hilarious. I am an artist, just not in the same way. I am in awe of Miriam's artiste. I'm using a computer. Whoop. And we're zooming into a couch, apparently. Wowzers. Okay, new camera. Miriam is a mom too, which is just super cool. Super cool. I'm gonna make these 8 feet high. Now I have to adjust that. Ugh. I'm going to make this taller. I just grew it by 6 inches, the whole thing, so I'm just gonna go plus 6. Like, trying to make it go because ceiling cabinets all the way to the ceiling and a 12-foot ceiling, a little bit excessive, just a little bit. So, oops, going in walls. I'm gonna add some lights in here because it is dark. We're trying to look at that crap. Oopsies. I want this camera. That camera can go away. Look at that one. Ouch. I will be happy to design your house one day. Not only happy to, I would be honored. Honored, honored, honored. This is a very strange experience for me. Just talking to myself. Then I get to working and I forget to talk. I don't know. I don't know how Miriam does this all the time. Very strange. Okay, so I don't think I actually have ADHD, but my ADHD is coming out that I'm jumping back to the elevation because I can't look at it. Okay, it's not horrible. Not horrible. I'm gonna go. Right. I like how that gives height, definition, texture. That's good. Excuse me. Question is, it just needs more. What does it need more of? I just don't know. I'm gonna finish this Pomodoro, this one, and then I'm going to. I have to go to the post office. That's fun. So it needs more. Yep, I'll come back to it. Whoa. Yeah, I hate it too, Miriam. Boy. If anyone else happens to venture here, go check out Miriam because she's awesome. How high is this? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put like a wood detail in the ceiling here. Not like a herringbone though. Not like tile herringbone. Yeah, we'll just go. Weathered birch. That sounds nice. There we go. We're gonna zoom into this next room. Aww. So cute. Imaginary light. That door. I think I'm gonna put a transom over that door. I'm gonna go 24 high. That door is 36 wide. And then I'm gonna put 6 inches between, so we'll go 8'6". Okay. So the door itself, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's kind of strange. Drop it down to like 18 inches wide instead. Slightly better. We're just gonna hold on. My phone is ringing. Sorry. Somebody's going grocery shopping and wanted to know what I wanted. So, okie dokies. You like that? You like my little dance, Miriam? Little dance. I feel like this needs a chandelier of some sort in the front entryway. We're gonna put one in there. I don't know what I want. I don't know. Is that just weird? Eesh, I don't like that. When I was a kid, all I would do is for hours and hours. And I still have The Sims because now I have adult money, and you know how that works. But I agree, Graham. It does need a chandelier. But I used to just spend all my time designing the houses, and then I wouldn't actually play with my Sims. And I just think that's funny. I'm not loving this front door. We're gonna change the front door. Ooh, I kind of like linear down the center. It's kind of cool. Let's see what that looks like. What does that do to the elevation? Oopsies. Come on. Yeah, I think I like that better. More like, because that whole room's vertical. So, you know. Let's see. I'm going to make the front door look like it's wood. Not that wood, though. Not my favorite. I like that. Looks nice. I know, Miriam. Isn't it like exactly like The Sims, except for I just can't play with little people? I read one time that when they created The Sims, originally it was supposed to be a program that's sort of like this, that its whole purpose was to design homes, and everybody, but they made little people for it, and then it became what it is, which I just find hilarious. And I kind of feel like ew, I don't like that. Sorry. I kind of feel like clients, it almost would be helpful for me sometimes if they could be like, oh, here's my Sims layout um, for what they want, but it's not exactly free or anything. So, you know. Anyway. One of these roofs got messed up. Because, see, it barely has a pitch. It's supposed to barely have a pitch, but do you see this center line is like in the wrong spot? I'm trying to figure out where it is. I could have sworn I already undid all that. It's perfect. You can be like, this is what I want it to look like. Make it a real person. The Sims has, I mean, I can't do like fractions of inches and stuff, but I can shrink it. I can make it how it's supposed to be, and then we can play with little fake people while we're discussing it. You'll be like, I want this, and this. I just think it's great. I need to get rid of the threshold on here from its bunkers. I want to buy like all of the expansion packs of The Sims 2. Or Sims as well, not 2. Because I played The Sims 2. I think we're on 4 now. Stuff's expensive. I watch a YouTuber on here. I think her name is Jessica Pie. I think that's it. and she just designs houses, but only in The Sims. And I don't know, that makes me happy. You know, I kind of want to be like, hey, let me make these floor plans real. But she uses some intricate stuff. I don't really work with flat roofs. It's very strange for me to be working with a flat roof. Trying my best here. I'm going to kind of mimic the front door color out here. Bring all that together. Need something. I think this needs to be skinnier. I don't want to make it taller. I do actually want to make it taller. We're going to make it taller, but we're going to make it sit higher. So the bottom's still at 6 feet. I feel like the scale, I feel like that helps. I feel like that helps. Just a skosh. And then it gives light inside. So I will show you. I mean, it's very basic, but it's just a little. We're gonna put some tile. That boy. You can kind of use it as a shower niche. Throw your shampoo bottles in there and stuff. I know this looks really short, but like you're probably like, oh my god, like someone could look in there. The bottom of that window is at 6 feet, so unless someone's like out there, I'll stick a man in here so you can see. This is a man who is almost 6'2", standing in the bathroom. So I have a liquids problem. I just realized I have tea, bubbly, and a Crystal Light. Need more ice. Okay, so I don't know if I love the chandelier that I put in there. I don't hate it. And then I'm gonna get rid of out of the bathroom here. And then just lighting in general. This room needs a light. I'm gonna put 1, 2, in the room behind. Probably actually going to put another one of the chandeliers in the hallway. Because if I go we're gonna pretend that we just walked into this house. So, see height, focus distance, positioning, height above floor. I'm 5'6", so that's how tall we're gonna go. And I'm like, I have to look up to see all that detail. Everything's all tall and pretty. Now I have casings on all these. I don't want casings. I kind of dig the current arches that are going on. I'm gonna go 9'6" for the height of these because the arches themselves just kind of, I don't know what's going on over there. That's something to do with that random little wall and this random little wall. I don't know. You should have countertops that are way taller. So Miriam's a very tall person. I think she's like 5'11". I don't know. It's gonna make when you come over to my house though, and I have just normal height countertops, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, short little people live here. I'm gonna be like, it's just standard height. But for tall people like Miriam, should have that. Let's see, jam arch. 12s. And we're gonna make you. Oh, and then casing, no. No jam. And then your arch is still. I wonder how tall your kids are gonna be, Miriam. I very much want that. Okay. We are going to drag this camera all the way over here. So, whoops. Now we are just living in a house like this. I dig it. Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna come back to the kitchen. These ones are standard height that Miriam wants, tall ones. We need some pendants over the bar area. Gonna go one kind of centered over here, over here. And they're all obviously way too freaking short. Your kids are gonna be so tall. I'm just calling it now. Big old pendant. I'm gonna need a dramatic hood of some sort, obviously. What that is. I'm trying to choose. Too many options. Too many options. Scroll up. Scroll up. Feels like a marble. Try it. Yikes. No bueno. don't like that at all. So I'm gonna do need a custom backsplash here. And I'm gonna do it again over on this side. Hello, I said custom backsplash. Give me a backsplash. There we go. Everything cherry whitewash. Ooh, wait, hold on. I saw something I sort of liked. I thought I liked it. Let's see what it looks like on the floors. No. Oh no. I hope you guys aren't. You guys. It's just Miriam. I hope it. Well, that's not true. It's Miriam in Denver, but I think Denver was sleeping. I hope I'm not like giving you, making you sick, giving you motion sickness from my scrolling. I got this. Mm-mm. I don't like that either. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. What does that look like? I think I prefer that. Or these little pendants. Well, I would feel bad if my scrolling was causing you to like want to puke. I don't know if you've ever heard of Libby before, but you use your library card to rent um, books, whatever. And it says that 2 of my holds are ready, but I'm not ready for them because I'm working. Although the weekend's coming up, and you know, now I gotta delay them. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna brighten this room up. So right here, right here. I don't know. I love cans. In theory, and like my ceiling in here, I have 4 of them, and they're those cool ones that if you flip, then cast a shadow. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna make that fridge is that fridge needs to be stainless steel. I'm going to paint the whole house snowbound. see what I don't know if I like that. Let's try Greek. Tends to be just a little bit too yellow for me, but I feel like this particular plan that's like the same color it was. Whatever. I'll leave it. Needs a hood. Needs a hood. I'm going to manually make one. So we are going to go in elevation in the middle of the kitchen really quick. Zoom in my butt in here. And then we're going to say it's like this. It needs to be way lower, I think. And then you're like, okay. 3D solid. I'll make you a full 24-inch in depth. And then you are going to be 18 in depth. So normally when I'm doing something like this, like if I know that there's something, thanks, Miriam. If I know that you are gonna want, well, a client wants like a particular hood, then I would take its dimensions. Sometimes there's just something really similar that I can find, but I kind of want one of those like stucco looking covered hoods. So I'm just gonna do make it look like it's stucco covered. It does need just a little bit of wood somehow. So I'm actually going to copy the front door's wood. And I'm gonna make the bottom part there wood. It's not working. Let's see, that was or something. I think it was like all or medium. So I hope this doesn't crash my program. So I'm gonna click save. And I'm going to try to change actually standing there. Those pendants need to come down further, for sure. So then I go back to how I was. Oops. I'm going to bring them down 6 inches. So it becomes 72. That was my bad. You get really, I think it needs a little bit more. Or 78. Go. We need different stools. It's just not working. Okay, well, I'm done making the hood for the moment. I may tweak it, but I'm done. So we're just gonna. It was better. That's not bad. Let's see. No, I don't like it. So basic. That could be interesting. Get something with some vibe. Yeah, I think I'll leave those for a little bit. Feels a little bit more on brand for the style of this house. I love the like modern organic look. I'm sure that'll be out in like 10 years or something. Just how it goes. Okay. Let's see. Pinterest again. I need inspiration for the kitchen. See, like, I don't know if you can see this. Something like that is just so cool. So cool. Mm. I need some more rustic elements is the deal. Like, I'm not loving the white cabinetry. It's just not really screaming. It's probably good. Oh, but that's just too dark. What if I do it like this? Mm. Hmm. I think like a really light wood would. The catalog in here is so finicky. So, yeah, God, that's ugly. Sorry. So if you can't spell hickory, you're not gonna get hickory. You are right. I should do a different backsplash. Dark. Maybe some of those like really big, like large format. Needs more earthiness. Because it's too. That's helping. That is helping. Okay, we'll leave the white. I think you're right. The backsplash is just, it needed to go. I think all these cabinets also need to be, all right, I'm going to make them 5 feet tall. Which I know that doesn't say 5 feet tall, but now we're going to add a door. I agree. That is 2 feet high on the top. And then separation. Whoops, too far. You. No, it's not glass. See how that looks. I like that. All right, hold on. So are these all 36 inches? Also, it's a 30. That's okay. My Pomodoro timer went off a long time ago. I'm just not doing the Pomodoro thing. I don't know how. Me too. Okay. I'm gonna try to just make this. Let's go plus 24. Wowzers. You need to be way shorter. Oh gosh. I have to try that again. Ouch. Totally in the way. I just realized. Height. You, I'm gonna make you are unlocked. And you, 30. No, that one needs a cabinet on top. Door, right. We'll make you 20 foot tall. Up, up. And then move you up. And then okay. Let's call it. All of these need moldings. Now let's see what that looks like really. Be safe, because if your computer's gonna crash, this. I did not realize that those are metal. Interesting. Those pendants are metal. They're like a very rustic. I thought they were wood. I kind of like it. Okay. I, for the most part, am happy. I'm gonna make this hood portion taller. And you are gonna go to the top cabinet. I think I'm gonna call that good in the kitchen. I mean, I do have to, like put some plants in here and that sort of thing, but obviously everyone needs aloe vera. Weird. Throw some breadsticks in here. I am actually gonna do some rope lighting under these two cabinets. 3 cabinets actually. This one too. Like that. Yeah, it's nice. Look all good. I don't know why this is like shining up there, but it is. That's interesting. So I'm actually going to try to choose. I'm gonna leave it alone for a minute. Okay. Now I would like to figure out what to do in this living room. Okay, so I'm loving this. Move it out of the way. Let's see a bit more. Okay. And then ugh, this Fornos a console table. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm gonna have to get it somewhere else. Not you. That's what I wanted. All right, you. I'm just kind of gonna be there. They're not my favorite chairs, but I think I'm gonna put the bookshelves behind on this side. I don't know if I like that or if I should have done floating shelves. I know that that's boring, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't know. Shit, I need to put this back in. Just so I can copy them, and I think I'm just gonna put those in the den. It is a mixture of math and art. Some days it feels a lot heavier on the math. Sorry, I forgot to keep talking. This is why I have music playing in the background, because otherwise it's just awkward silence. Just me sitting here. No one wants. I think I'm going to. It's kind of easier to tell the difference when you're looking at a dollhouse view like this, if all the rooms have kind of distinctive carpet versus tile versus hardwood, because otherwise it's just like meh. Interesting. some interesting looking carpets in the world. Let's see what this looks like. I don't really like the one I selected. Not really awesome either. Me. I guess that'll do for the moment. All these windows have interior casings, and I don't know why. I could have sworn I turned them all off at the same time. I'm going to try putting like one of those like textured walls. Spin it all the way around and zoom in and weird. Whoa. Weird. Okay. All right, that is a good point. Because I have to go to the post office. So, thank you. I'm sorry that I didn't actually do Pomodoro, but whatever. Goodbye.